Adversity is an opportunity to show empathy. Adversity is an opportunity to show empathy. Now, how is Elijah going to respond to these hurtful comments? Is he going to say, excuse me? Is he going to say, don't you remember how I've been good to you? What is Elijah going to say? Let's notice what he does. First of all, Elijah was calm. He was calm. Notice it in verse 19. And he said unto her, give me thy son. And he took him out of her bosom and carried him up into a loft where he abode and laid him upon his own bed. I love that Elijah doesn't snap back here. Are you kidding me? He doesn't dismiss her. He doesn't ignore her. I think it's interesting that he doesn't even respond to the accusations. Sometimes when we're hurting or when someone else is hurting in our lives, we think that we have to have the right answer in that moment. Well, I need to articulate this in a beautiful way, and I need to pontificate all of my reasoning behind why I did what I did, or I need to explain to you about all of these things, why this trial happened to you. Sometimes it's not about having the right words to say. Sometimes it's just about your presence being with someone that is hurting. Sometimes it's just you being there. Elijah didn't respond to the accusations. He was calm, and he says, give me your son. And he was being he was being slow to speak in this moment. But then not only was he calm, he was also compassionate. I think it's interesting that it says this in verse number 19, and he carried him up into a loft where he abode, so the place where he was staying, and laid him upon his own bed. What a great act of compassion here by Elijah. He doesn't say much. He stays calm, but he literally places her burden in his arms. He's literally carrying the burden for her. Preston, come up here for a second. I'm going to ask for Preston's help. Let's give it up for Preston this morning. Preston is a teenager in our church, RHYC. Let's give it up for RHYC. And Preston has a great attitude, and he serves around the church often, and he does a great job. And there's something that I want to demonstrate this morning. It's called the fireman's lift, or the fireman's carry. How many of you know what I'm talking about, the fireman's carry? And I want to demonstrate this with Preston this morning. This is a very important skill that we all need to learn. Dana, if you can come up here and help me too for a second. The fireman's carry is a process and a way that you can carry someone, and if they're hurting, if they're incapacitated, and you want to bring them to safety, you need to know how to do this. And so, Dan, if you can hold the mic for a second. So this is the fireman's carry, right? And this is a way that you can carry someone for a lengthy period of time without hopefully dropping them, right? And you don't want to just cradle them in your arms. You want to be able to carry them for a lengthy period of time. So I'm just going to see how long we can last here for a minute and carrying Preston like this. But the truth is, the Bible says in Galatians chapter 6 that we are to bear one another's burdens, right? And so fulfill the law of Christ. And that's exactly what we want to do. Let's give it up for Preston this morning. Good job, Preston. Sometimes when it comes to our faith, we can have a consumer mindset. What's in it for me? Bless me. Are you worried about me? Are you praying for me? Are you helping me? But I wonder, do you have a consumer mindset or do you have a carrying mindset? Whose burden can I carry? When I walk into church, is my mindset, bless me. Let's see if you can do it. Let's see if that song's going to give me goosebumps. It's all about me, what I want, what I'm going through. Or do we walk into church thinking, man, I wonder who's hurting today?